Last month, we sold over $20,000 worth of pre-owned clothing. That's including men's, women's, and some children's clothing. Today, I want to share with you 20 to 25 of our best women's clothing sales. Let's get right into it. Today's items are starting in the $30 range and going all the way to the $100 range, and we have all sorts of pieces in the mix. Activewear shorts, some jeans, some blouses, some dresses, and the top sale of the month for the women's items was actually a women's sweater in a size small. You need to see that one. We can't not be passing up on that brand. Really, really good brand. All right, let's get started. All right, here we go. 30 pieces. First item is a twofer. We got this Lululemon Hottie Hot shorts. These sold in like less than 3 days, like 1, 2, maybe 3 days max. These Lululemon Hottie Hot shorts in a size 2 in a regular navy blue, size 2 regular navy blue. Super like classic pair of Lulu shorts. They're kind of easy to spot, but if you don't know what to look for or what they are, you need to be checking the little style code that's on the button right here, LW7ARKR. That'll pull up the style for you. Because Lululemon Hottie Hot shorts sell pretty well, so make sure you're putting that in the title if you have a pair of Lulu Hottie Hot shorts. Here we have a second pair of Lululemon Hottie Hot shorts. I'll fly through them really quick. Same idea, size 2, black, nice condition, classic Lulu style. Same idea, sold in 1, 2, maybe 3 days for full asking price, $29, $29.95 on both of these Hottie Hot shorts. Next items. This is a brand I've shown a couple of times before. It's kind of hard to spot because the tag is super low key, but the brand is CP Shades. Capital C, capital P, capital the whole word, capital Shades. There's your tag right there. Again, not super easy to spot, easy to pass up on. Just like the last brand of the day, the highest selling item, the tag is like the hardest tag in the world to read. We'll get into that. Anyways, CP Shades little linen blouse, we listed for $34.95, sold for full price $34.95, and we did receive positive feedback on that. Here we have a pair of Free People pants in a woman's size large, pink, purple, striped, seersuckered, pleated, tapered, new with tags. We listed for $37.95, and we took an offer of $30 on that pair of Free People pants. Let me show them to you, I guess, a couple of pictures. There's your Free People tag, $78 on the MSRP. There's what your Free People tag looks like. It's a little metal thing. It says Free People on it with a long, thin little strip. Doesn't sell quite for what it used to, but definitely like the nicer pieces still do really well. The new with tags pieces can do pretty well. And obviously it's like, they do so many models, so many pieces that it's just on a case-by-case basis. You'll see Free People probably a couple times in today's video. American Eagle jumpsuit, women's extra small, beige, knit, ribbed, soft, stretchy, wide leg, new with tags. This thing was not super fun to photograph. $54.95, brand new with tags, extra small American Eagle, super wide leg on this one, super soft, honestly really nice. Like if this is your size and your style, I get it, super nice. We listed for $34.95, it sold for full price $34.95. Next up, Da Nang. This is kind of a sleeper brand. I don't think I've ever heard anybody talk about it. I've found it 3 or 4 times now. They make some pretty crazy pants, some pretty cool pants. I think that says $197, $194, and then on sale for $67.90. We have sold these pants, this brand pants, for like, I think over $50 more than once. And these sold for an offer of $30 on the Da Nang pants in a woman's size medium. Gray with like the floral sequins. We put Y2K style in the title. I think they're kind of Y2K style. It is like a Y2K brand. Frank and Eileen, man, it's always a good day to find a Frank and Eileen. It's been strong for honestly years. It's still solid. These shirts still sell. Like honestly, it feels like it's hotter now than like even before. These shirts sell in like 1 day, 1 or 2 days. This is a Frank and Eileen Finley shirt, women's large, white, sleeveless, button-up. We use the keyword layering in the title. Kind of a good keyword to use going into the colder months. Layering. Yeah, people like to layer their clothing, obviously. Yeah, whatever. There's your model, Finley, right there. Finley. We listed for $49.95 and we took an offer of $33 and we received positive feedback on that. Pretty quick sale. Lily Pulitzer. Solid brand. Once you found it a couple of times, it's kind of easy to spot. The patterns are pretty like familiar. Like it's not the same pattern, but it's the same style. Not always, but it's a lot of them are the same like kind of style, kind of look. This was a Lily Pulitzer Isla maxi dress, woman's size large, white, blue, green, leaves, V-neck. We listed for $39.95 and sold for an offer of $31.96. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this one sold. Not that I can't believe it's sold, but I can't believe we priced it that high, and I can't believe it sold so quick. I think it sold in one day. Somebody else found this at the bins, and I think it went to like 2 or 3 people that passed on it before it ended up with me, and I was just laughing at it. I almost passed on it. I really don't know why I didn't pass on it. Denim and Supply Ralph Lauren like band style jacket, women's extra small, red, gold, full zip, heavy. This thing was like legit a band jacket. There's like, I don't want to say it wasn't for show, but this thing was like not for show. It was like heavy, like the buttons were heavy. This like all the stitching was heavy. Anyways, my wife listed it. She listed for $44.95, which I thought was crazy. And then it sold in like one day. It sold in like 1 or 2 days. It sold for $33.71 on an offer. That looks like an offer we would have sent. Next up, we have a women's pair of Wrangler jeans, women's size 30. These were the Wanderer 622 model, high-rise flared. These were new with tags. We listed for $44.95 on these, and they sold on an offer for $33.71. Boom, boom. Just a solid pickup. Didn't sell too quickly. Didn't like sit for too long. You know, solid sale. Probably paid $5 for them. Sold for $33.71. Devotion Twins. This is a new brand for us. We had never seen this brand or heard of this brand before. Devotion Twins. I don't know. I guess it's not an Anthropologie brand because we would have put it in the title. Or it might be, but we didn't put it in the title. Anyways, nothing crazy going on anywhere. That's what the inside tag looks like. This is, was it linen? Or just cotton? Cotton. That's what the tag looks like. Devotion Twins. This thing sold in like one day. Devotion Twins dress. We listed for $74.95, and we did take a quick offer of $40 on that. Yeah, we're trying to move stuff, people. I think I put a couple of kids sales in here just because we don't sell too many like high dollar kids items. So anyways, there we have a couple of kids pieces here. This one's cool. I think 2 kids pieces, and they're kind of like the same thing. This is a Pottery Barn kids Sesame Street costume, baby size, 6 to 12 months old, yellow Big Bird. These are actually kind of hot, so look out for these. If you like, whenever I find something that like sells well, like I found this Pottery Barn Sesame Street costume, so I looked it up. We had sold comps for like, depending on the character and the size and condition and like if you have the pants or not, 40 to like close to like $100. So when I find stuff like that, I'll do a second search and I'll type in like Pottery Barn Sesame Street, just like that, and then I'll sort high to low so I can see what other bolo items are in that like collab or in that collection, or like what else I can look for. And just FYI for you guys, there is like a quilt. I'll try to put a picture of it here. There's like a quilt that I saw that was selling for like good money. I know Pottery Barn is not cheap. I know that's an expensive brand. And when I felt these things, they were super nice quality. Super nice quality. They like barely didn't like really fit my daughters. Or else we probably would have maybe used them for Halloween. Honestly, I don't really watch Sesame Street, so they wouldn't have got it. They wouldn't have really understood it. But they were cute costumes. Anyways, we listed for $49.95 and we took an offer of $35. This thing sold really quickly. We have another one of these coming up, and they both sold within like a matter of days. Aviator Nation shorts, girls size 10. So here we have a couple of kids ones. Girl size 10. This is a 3-stripe pull-on modal blend, super soft. Aviator Nation. There's your big tag, easy to spot. And then on the back, you can see the stitching coming through usually. Yeah, it's not really coming through here too much, but you can see this. You can see it. the shape. And sometimes you can see like the contrast stitching coming through from the back of their items, and that's an easy way to spot them. That's your inside tag. That's the color they usually use for the inside stitching, that like bright green. Aviator Nation, solid brand to look out for, solid brand to find. Not really, we don't sell too much of their kids items. But we don't really, we usually keep their kids items. But anyways, we listed this one for $49.95, and it sold for $37.46, and that sold quickly. That sold within literally probably like 3 days max. Here we go. I said it once, I'll say it again. Frank and Eileen, always a good day to find Frank and Eileen. I just found a sweatshirt. Should be good for minimum $50, probably more. We'll run it on Whatnot. So if you like any of these items, we do run a lot of these items over on Whatnot. There's like a very specific like items that we don't take over there. Usually like kind of like really high dollar brands sometimes. But even that, we do take high dollar brands that way. Specific sizing we will bring this way. But a lot of times we'll show stuff on Whatnot. We'll give you guys a shot of it over there before it goes to eBay anyways. So if you guys are interested in any of these kind of pieces, make sure you guys check us out on Whatnot. We do shows like once or twice a week. We run these items starting at like 5, 10, 15, maybe $20 for the most like crazy, super nice pieces. So really, really nice, really good deals to be had there for sure. If you've never shopped on Whatnot before, you can get $15 off using the code in our bio below. So you can get $15 off your first purchase. So definitely check us out over there if you like any of these women's pieces. We do mostly women's clothing over on Whatnot. We are starting to do more men's, but mostly women's clothing over on Whatnot. So Frank and Eileen, beautiful piece. And we have sold Frank and Eileen over on Whatnot before. So here, this is the reason why we wouldn't sell it on Whatnot. It was missing a button. And on Whatnot, they don't really dig flaws. Like, from my experience, when we've showed items with flaws, it just kind of like completely tanks the price. On eBay, not so much. So on eBay, we listed this for full price. We listed for $44.95, which is like $10 less than we would list it if it had the button. With the button, we would list it for $54.95. Sold immediately, full price, $34.95. Maybe not immediately. Looks like this one took a couple of weeks. That white one sold immediately, but sold quickly. Couple of weeks with a missing button for full price, $44.95. All right, next item. Lululemon Define Jacket, women's size 8, brown, crushed velvet, French press, hooded. I got this one from a Bins bro, one of the bros of the Bins. We did like a little buyout for his Lulu, hoping to like, continue to grow that relationship. We listed this one for $49.95, and it did sell, looks like right away, with either a coupon or an offer. It sold for $39.96. And that one went to an international buyer. Eileen West, solid brand to look out for, solid name to know and to look out for. Here it is. Here it is, new with tags. We picked up a bunch of these at the flea market. We had bought a bunch of them already, so we had a good inventory of them. And then we bought like a second stack of them from somebody else. They're related. I know they are. Anyways, so we ended up with a good bunch of these, and we sold a good stack of these this month. This one we listed for $44.95, and it looks like this one sold on an offer of $40. $40 with positive feedback received. Beautiful Eileen West pajamas, nightgowns, and again, there is your tag. Very nice. Even pre-owned, they go for good money. Next up, we have the Patagonia down sweater vest, women's size small, off-white, full zip, lightweight. We listed for $49.95. It sat just for a little bit, but we held our ground, and it did eventually sell. It looks like it maybe was listed for about a month. Sold for $49.95 full price on the Patagonia women's size small down sweater vest. Really cool. Really nice piece here. Classic Patagonia piece. Next up, there it is. That is the second piece of the costumes I was talking about. Pottery Barn, Sesame Street collab. This is the Cookie Monster in a size 12 to 24. We listed for $59.95, and this one sold for full price on this one, $59.95. Some of these, this guy was going for good money. Cookie Monster had some pretty solid comps. Hammies. Look this brand up, okay, chat? When you're watching this video, look this brand up. When I found these shorts, there was 2 listed, 17 sold. So we listed them for crazy high. I think we listed them for like 80 bucks or something. And we were not selling them, which was crazy because again, the sell-through was so high. So that was our own fault, overpricing them. So we dropped the price to $64.95, and then somebody sent us a quick offer of $50, and we accepted that quickly, and we sold these shorts. I think we paid $5 for them. Hammies, never seen this brand before, never heard about it before, never seen anybody talk about it before. Hammies corduroy shorts, women's size 32, 2-inch inseam, brand new with tag, 78 on the MSRP. Let me know in the chat below if you guys looked them up, what the sell-through is looking like right now. Is it still insane like that? Let me know, chat. Been doing a lot of whatnot. All right. Johnny Was shirt. Next item. Johnny Was shirt. Women's 2X. Gray Valentina long sleeve. Bishop floral embroidered. I guess this is the Bishop model. Very cool. We found a couple of Johnny Was. We always find Johnny Was in bundles. Not always, but usually we find Johnny Was in little bundles, which is nice. Which is a nice thing to be able to say. Anyways, we found I think there's another Johnny Was 2X coming up later in the video. This was a nice sweater. We don't find too many Johnny Was sweaters. We listed for $69.95, and we accepted an offer of $52.46, and then we do have positive feedback received on that. And here's your tag one more time. That's like the one tag they really like, the big Johnny Was tag. There's a couple big Johnny Was tags similar to this one that are like they're the ones. Here, okay, this one. I can't believe this one we listed so high as well. This is a vintage J. Crew collection jacket, woman size 8. This was a linen coat, like blazer, zebra print. This was new with tags. We listed for $49.95, and then we were just hanging out one night, and we got a $49 offer, and I was like, $49 offer? That's cool. What's that? And I opened it, and I couldn't believe we listed it so high, and then I couldn't believe we got an offer that was so high. Dude, we accepted that so fast. Very cool. J. Crew collection, zebra print jacket. It's nice. Very nice quality. It was brand new with tags. MSRP is probably something ridiculous. I don't see one on here, but probably like over 200 bucks for something like this. Anyways, good deal for somebody. 49 bucks. Out the door. Happy to sell that. Here we have another pajama brand that I think might be even better. I don't know if these are called pajamas or nightgowns, but they're basically a pajama, a nightgown. But this brand I think is even better than the Eileen West. This is Lands of Salzburg. Nightgown, women's size medium, mint green, yellow, floral, lacy, long, new with tags. We listed it for $59.95, and it did sell for full price, $59.95. And that's not all. We sold 2 of them for $59.95. I don't think we have any more listed. I think we were only able to get our hands on 2, maybe 3 of them. They all sold right away. I wish we could have got more. The other one also sold for full price, $59.95, and these all sold within like days of listing. Let me show you the tag. Lands of Salzburg. Boom. Boom. Pretty cool. This is a 2-piece set. Very nice. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces left. 5 pieces left. Here we go. We're getting to those high dollar items. Next up, we have a pair of Free People jeans in a woman's size 29, like a bluish gray, super wide leg flared, like a lightweight denim. Look at that. That's bananas. I think we have a measurement for that. Any guesses? What do you guys think? How big is that leg opening? 22 inches on the leg opening. Come on. Awesome. So we listed for $74.95, and I believe they sold for close to full price. Yeah, they sold for full price, $74.95 on the Free People super wide leg flared lightweight denim jeans. Here we have another Johnny Was piece. This one is absolutely beautiful. This was the Johnny Was Matana caftan slip dress in a woman's size 2X, white floral print modal blend. Honestly, this is the another variation of a big Johnny Was tag that is a good one. Look at this thing. This thing is crazy. Crazy colorful. Was that a flaw? Little maybe pull right there. But Super nice piece, super big piece of like just fabric overall. Just a nice looking big piece of fabric. And this one we listed for $124.95, and we did take an offer of $68.99. Don't be shy, guys. Send us some offers. We're always open. We're always open to taking offers. This one here, all right, Eileen West pajama set. This one's high on the list, even though you see here $29.95. It makes the top of the list because we bought like 20 of these, and I believe we sold at least 3 of these last month. So we did at least $100 in sales on this exact Eileen West pajama, and these were the ones that we were able to snag for like $5 a piece. We got like 25 of these at one point. Pretty cool. So yeah, we have a couple of them still listed. This one sold for full price, $29.95, and here it is again. We have a 2-piece set, the top and the bottom. We're all sold out of our like larges and extra larges. All we have left is medium. And again, we're at $29.95, and that one did sell for full price. We sold 3 for full price. And we sold probably like 1 or 2 at like $20, $25. Two items left, people. 2 items left. A couple of beautiful pieces. This one right here should have been the last item, but it's okay. The last 2 items are bangers anyways. But this one right here is a super sleeper. Really hard to spot. There's your tag. Come on, it's impossible to read. Impossible to read. And like when I was taking this picture, I was trying to do my best to like show this thing right here. The brand, if you can't see it right here, sorry. It says Jenny Kane. Jenni space Kayne. Cardigan, sweater, woman size small, gray, button front, knit, cashmere. Very nice. We sold one on eBay for $99.95, and we sold the other one on Whatnot just the other day. I don't remember what it sold for. I believe in like the $50 range, like $45 to like $55 range, if I remember correctly. But anyways, that's your tag, Jenny Kane. Inside tag. There's your inside tag. Boom. Doesn't say Jenny Kane anywhere. So you got to just know, be in the know. And if you spot this brand, you probably made a couple of bucks. So definitely look out for Jenny Kane. We found 2 of these cardigans in the same bin. We find these at the bin. So we paid $2 a pop, and we sold them for $4 until like $150. Pretty sweet. Last item of the day is probably the coolest pair of mother jeans we have found to date. This was a size 27 waist, blue, faded wash, undercover cargo, sneak wide. I don't know why these just reminded me of a Hustle at Home mom. I feel like if she found these, she would like fall over. Really cool. Mother jeans, woman's size 27 waist. Very nice. Wide leg. I don't even know. Wide leg, cargo pockets. Very nice condition. A size 27 with some stretch. We listed for $99.95, and looks like they, let me see what. Yeah, it looks like they probably sold within a matter of like 2 weeks. About 2 weeks. Maybe 3 weeks. Beautiful pair of jeans. So yeah, somebody, I listed like a mother jeans haul, and everybody was saying that mother jeans don't really sell how they used to. And I think that's kind of true. The bar is a little bit lower, like the base is a little bit lower. I think the base used to be like, you can get like a minimum of like 60 for mother jeans. And now it's more like, you could still probably get a minimum of like 30 for like any pair of mother jeans. So it's still a solid brand to find. And the minimum is probably honestly more like 40. 30 is kind of for like not a bad pair, but kind of for like not a great pair. I would say the minimum for like mother jeans these days is still like in that $35, $40 range, but there is still lots of items under the mother brand to look out for that are selling for big money, over $50, like $100, over $100. And jeans, it's definitely some styles of jeans, and they make other stuff as well. So you got to just know what you're looking for. You can't say like a brand is dead. It goes up and down, but I think this is a solid brand. It still sells well for me. Again, find the right items, they'll sell for big money. They'll sell for good money. So definitely be on the lookout for mother jeans in a size 27 in a blue faded wash in the undercover cargo sneak wide wash. Alrighty guys, that was I think over 25 pieces. Some of them were kind of together, so 20 to 25 pieces, maybe a little bit more. items that we sold on eBay in the last like 30 days or last month basically. So in the last basically they all sold last month. So pretty recent sales, stuff that's hot, stuff that you can find now and sell now for hopefully similar pricing. If you find any of these items and you have questions about them, I have, I guess, some experience about these items. So go ahead and shoot me a DM, shoot me a comment below, and I can give you guys any like input that I have on these items and try to help you guys have the same results as we had here on these sales. Alrighty, appreciate you guys making it to the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned a new brand, a new keyword, a new anything. I hope this was helpful or entertaining at all. Again, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys making it to the end. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you hit the video with a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Again, if you have any comments, questions, make sure you drop them below. And we'll answer everything. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.